And we're going to go back to the phone lines. I've got to go to Gavin. So, Gavin, welcome
Yes.
to the show. Have you called into the show before?
I have once before, a long time ago.
Long time. Well, welcome back. Good to have you back. Thanks for continuing
Thank
to
you.
follow the show. What's your burning question for us here tonight in this very
It's,
early part of 2022?
it's actually about my love or relationship situation.
Yes.
I very much love this one person, but she's always hot and cold, sometimes very affectionate, sometimes pulling away. Just doesn't want to commit, and for reasons unknown. And like recently, she's become even colder, and I feel like it's slipping away, or I don't even know what's going on.
What is her birthday, Gavin? Oh dear, Gavin, are you still there? What is her
Hello,
birthday?
are you here?
Yes. What is
I'm
her
sorry.
birthday?
Yes. Her birthday is 16th of September.
Okay. So here is someone who is going through a lot of major changes. And when I look back into her 2020 and 2021, I feel like that was a rough time for her. And I don't know who she was with in this 2019, 2020 time frame. I don't feel that that was you at the time, correct?
2019 wasn't me. I was only around in the later end of 2020 and the whole of 2021.
Okay. Whatever she went through in 2019, she really has difficulty trusting and letting her guard down and having people kind of come into her space. And she's really afraid. You know, you're a nice guy. You know you're a nice guy. But she's not convinced of that. And sometimes when you try too hard, it actually pushes her away more. I don't know if you've noticed that. Because she's...
Yeah, that's very much happening.
Yeah. So she's like, because she views it as pressure. And you're just trying to show her, listen, I'm here for you. I'm showing up. Look what I'm doing. And she's feeling pressure right now. And there's so much pressure from so many other areas of her life. And I don't know what's going on with her family or her parents, but I feel like there's a lot of pressure from them as well. Something she's supposed to do or accomplish. And so between what she went through in this 2019 into 2020 before you met her, coupled with some family pressure, I think you need to take a step back. Take a step back. If it's meant to slip away, there's nothing you can do. If you chase it, it's going to run away. So you might as well take a little step back and give her space and let her decide what she needs to do for herself. Because you can't convince her or force her to be ready for something that she's just not ready for yet. But if you give her the space, she can come to terms with what she wants. And she does care for you. There is great connection there. It's just that she doesn't know if she's really going to be able to trust that it will always be that way. And so she pulls back.
Is there anything I can do to sort of help the situation? And also, I'd like to add, I have a sneaking suspicions that there may be somebody else in the picture in the background. I can't confirm this, but, it's just doubts upon doubts in my head.
Well, sometimes we have doubts because we're not getting the reaction that we want. But right now, she's in a kind of feeling scared mode. And even if someone else is talking to her or trying to convince her, all it's doing is creating more of a circle. And, neither one comes out the winner at this time. And so this connection, though, is something that is meaningful to both of you. So giving her space will be important. And if someone else is talking to her, she needs to figure that out for herself. There's nothing you can do about that. And if you ask her, she would be tremendously offended. So be it true or not. And I'm not seeing anybody actively there as a partner other than you. So Gavin, I would just try to keep it together, man. Keep it together.
Yeah.
And give her some space. Yes, go ahead.
Can I also ask one small thing? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Because of my career, I think I'll have to move away, and it's going to be a challenge to keep this. I mean, I'm fully committed to doing this, but I'm not sure if she is, and I don't know how to navigate that whole terrain of keeping this alive from long distance, at least until I can make my way back here.
And you might make this move by April, May of this year?
Yes, absolutely.
That's that's exactly where I see. So can we cross that bridge when we get there? Don't keep hammering home, like worrying about that. Let's get through this rough patch of her being Ice Queen and just let it pass through. and see where you stand. Because if she's not ready to show up for a relationship, then you need to know that before you leave, because that will at least give you closure that you need to move forward, so that you're not
And
wondering what's she doing or what's going on. And then suddenly she's ghosting you and not returning your calls, and you're miles and miles away going crazy at a new position that you need to focus on, man. You got to get that done.
so there's nothing I can do to sort of help this along right now.
Just ask God for the highest good. I mean, listen, we can pray, we can do so many things, but right now she's in such a weird spot that she's going to through her paces of learning who she is, and kind of going through her own difficult time. And there's nothing you can do to sweeten that pot. There's nothing you can do to expedite the connection between the two of you. It's a process, and it's unfortunately a bit of a waiting game, which is what has you one step away from cuckoo.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know.
And do you see anything positive in the future for us? Like, is this it's like a trying period, but it comes back together at some point, something like that?
Cannot say that at this moment, because she has not made her free will. You're committed, but you're committed to the vision of what could be, and she's not considering it a definite possibility at this time. So that's where free will is at play. That's God's wonderful gift to us, and it gives us opportunity to choose. But sometimes somebody doesn't get the choice that they want made because it's associated with someone else's choosing. You know, a lot of people want to be with other people, and for some reason, they just don't make that choice. And, it hurts people, but people have their free will as to who they choose to be with or who they choose to stay with.
Oh, all right.
I know you want a guarantee, but at this point, I don't see it hopeless. So be in the energy of thinking positively. Don't push, give her space. And hopefully next time you call, she's moving to wherever you're moving to. So we can think big.
Oh, well, okay.
Hey, listen, go broke or go home, right? So let's go big or go home. So let's do it. Think big.
Yeah,
All right.
the fear of it falling apart is just, I don't know, it just keeps me up every day, all day.
Well, that fear is going to send a wobble of energy out to her, and she could be feeling that fear and interpreting it as something else, and that's why she's not trusting the experience. You need to get it together and just stand certain that God put the two of you together for a reason. The reason the two of you are together will be revealed, and that you're grateful for every moment, and every moment you spend fearful of a moment, you rob yourself of the joy of that moment.
You're right.
So if you're moving and this is the time you have, whatever days she gives you, then I need you to enjoy those moments and show up as your best possible self for yourself first, and then for her.
Oh, about that, can I ask one small part? Sorry.
Yes.
She's kind of she was really affectionate for the longest time. It was really nice. But just for the last 2 weeks, she just pulled away and been absolute ice. No
I know.
contact.
I told you she was Ice Queen right now. I get it.
Yeah.
I get
And
it.
she said she needed to be alone, so I've been respecting her choice and just leaving her alone. But it's agony every day, just waiting.
Okay, but that's because you're expecting another shoe to drop and make something bad happen. So just give her space. From the very beginning, not even knowing she asked to be alone, I said give her space. So that's your confirmation that that's where she's at right now, and you have to respect it. There's nothing you can do to change that.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Bye for now. We look forward to talking to you again. Bye.